Do you believe in a scarcity mindset or an abundance mindset? And what were you raised with?
That is a good question. Scarcity.
Scarcity.
Yeah.
You were raised with scarcity?
Yeah. 100%.
Okay. And what do you...
That means I was raised poor, yes.
No, not necessarily.
That's how I interpreted it. Did I think that I had an abundant amount of resources in life? No. I was raised with you have a limited amount of resources. You have to maximize whatever it is you have.
And what do you have in mind right now?
Playing with the cards I'm dealt with. Sound like a poker player. I'm playing with the cards, okay? I'm playing with the cards I got dealt with.
No, but do you have a scarcity or an abundance mindset now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Scarcity still.
Still scarcity?
Yeah. I don't think it should change for me, at least personally.
Why?
Because I think if you start thinking... The way I'm thinking about it is scarcity means limited time. Abundant time. I'm not really... I am thinking about resources, but I'm more so thinking about time.
Okay.
You have a limited amount of resources and a limited amount of time. So maximize both.
But it's like you're almost fearing. There's almost some fear in it.
Well, yeah, fear of running out of time, fear of running out of resources, yeah. Of course. I think fear is a good thing if you use it to your advantage.
Really?
Yeah. You have to use it to your advantage.
So I've seen some stuff that scarcity mindsets brew fear, and that fear will keep you from accomplishing certain things because you limit yourself. And if there's certain limitations on your life, then you'll never be able to surpass that. But if there aren't any limits on your life, then you can go beyond it.
Okay, define scarcity and abundance in terms of what you initially asked as a question.
Like scarcity mindset is pretty much like what you said. It's you weren't born with a whole lot, like in your head. You weren't born with a whole lot, and so you have to make do with what you have. But if you were born with, but if you have an abundance mindset, that's, anything good can come to me. I have. There is no limit on my life. There is no limit. Resources are abundant. I can do something more. Versus scarcity is, I don't think I can do more.
Oh, no. I don't think of scarcity as like that.
How do you think of it?
I think scarcity just means maximizing, like I said. Your limited amount of resources and time. Now, I'm very, optimistic. So you're saying abundance, and what you just said,
yeah,
it seems to me that abundance is optimistic and scarcity is pessimistic. There's like a ceiling.
I would say so.
No, I'm optimistic. I think I'm operating from a sense of I come from an environment of scarcity, and I'm trying to make the scarcity abundant. No, that doesn't make any sense, actually.
No, you're trying to transform the scarcity to abundance.
To abundance. But I think abundance of luxury. Like, I think of abundance as luxury. I don't really like luxury.
You think of abundance as luxury?
Yeah, like abundance of resources means a multitude of, more than you need. Yeah. I'm not really shooting for that. Don't think so.
No?
At least not monetarily. No, not at the moment.
If you become a professional comedian, you don't think the money's going to come in?
Yeah, the money's going to come in. But I'm not, I think about that. Like, I was thinking about this recently. Mm-hmm. There's an Indian comedian. His name is Zakir Khan.
Okay.
He does comedy in Hindi only. Hindi only comedian. Comes to New York City.
Yeah.
Sells out Madison Square Garden. Madison Square
You're
Garden.
Kidding me.
I swear to you, New York City. And I was doing the math. I'm like, okay, let's say he's not selling like 40,000. Let's say he's selling 20,000 tickets.
Okay.
He sells out Madison Square Garden. I think it's 25,000 capacity.
I don't know.
Around there, it's 20 to 30,000. I don't think it's more than that.
I don't know. I can't tell you.
How much is it Crypto.com arena? It's like I've been 25,000 people.
I think it's more.
More than 25,000?
More.
Okay, let's say 20,000 tickets sold.
Say.
And let's say the average cost is like $40.
Way more than that.
Let's say 50.
Okay.
50, because I'm saying the nosebleeds, you can get a $50 ticket, He's not Taylor Swift.
It's still not average, but...
If the median cost.
You think it's $50 genuinely?
Median, yeah, 50. Because you got to consider how many nosebleed seats, and then, it gets...
Okay.
Let's just say 50.
Okay.
20,000 times 50.
For the sake of it, yeah.
20,000 times 50. That's like $500,000.
Yeah.
Just one show.
20,000 times 50?
Is it? That's $500,000, right?
No.
How much is that?
It's 100,000.
No, 20,000 times 50.
Times 50, yeah. Add a zero and times 2 by 5, it's 100,000.
20,000
Yeah.
times 50
Two
is not
times five?
$100,000.
2 times 5 is 10.
But it's not $100,000.
And you add 1 0.
20,000 times 50, buddy. What are you talking about? Come on now.
20,000 times 50.
It's not 100,000.
That's
20,000.
Sorry, you're right. It's $1 million. Yeah.
Huh?
That's $1 million. Yeah.
Yeah, it's $1 million
it's
actually.
million.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Sorry, we're both doing the
Yeah, we're
math
both
wrong.
doing it
Hold on a
wrong.
second.
Okay,
Hold
yeah,
on a
it's $1
second.
Cut that.
No, 20,000
Yeah.
times 50 is
It's
$1 million.
yeah.
Yes. I think he probably made net $1 million because
After costs.
I'm giving a very conservative.
Very conservative. Way more. It's way more than
It's
that.
probably more.
It's way more.
Let's say he made $1 million net.
Yeah.
One show. Madison Square Garden.
Would you? Yeah.
But that's crazy.
He
to
still
me.
made way more than $1 million.
Yeah. But I'm saying but the thing is, how many comedians in the world do that? It's like
None.
less than 100.
Madison Square Garden?
I mean, right now there's probably
a dozen
50 comedians that could sell out Madison Square Garden.
I
right
was
now.
listening to Andrew Schultz, and he was saying it's like a handful.
Right now, probably like 40 to 50 can
You
sell
think
out
Matt Rife
Madison.
can sell
yeah.
out?
Yeah, he can do it. Yeah,
Why
I don't think he
hasn't
has
he done
yet.
it?
He's going to. He's on his way to do it. He can do it. Matt Rife, Andrew Schultz, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Zakir Khan. He did
I
it.
don't even know who that guy is.
He did it. That's what I'm saying.
Not Matt Rife. He didn't do it yet.
I think he's on his way to doing it.
Yeah, but he
did
didn't
Kill
do it.
Tony.
Yeah.
Kill Tony, by the way, counts. They just did
Kill
Madison Square
Tony?
Garden twice. Yeah, they did Madison Square Garden
No
and Kill Tony.
way, bro.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's old news. They've done it like 3 times now, 3 or 4 times.
Sold out.
Sold out. Apparently,
That's huge.
Yeah, it's
Tony
huge.
Hinchcliffe?
Kill Tony. That's the power of Kill Tony. My point is,
Okay.
yes,
What's your
there's
point? Yeah.
point was, yeah, the money comes in. If you make it really big in comedy, the money comes in.
Yeah.
But yeah, like not many people are able to do that. People can't even sell out a small comedy club.
Yeah, I know.
There's levels to this shit, man.
There's a lot of levels.
There's a lot of levels.
But your parents brought you up with a scarcity mindset?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Interesting.
What about you?
I was thinking about this. I think my parents, I don't think we had like abundance, but I think my parents definitely grew me up with an abundance mindset. Like they never like talked about finances. They always, even if there were issues, like they still went out and did things. Like we still went out and did things. They never like, until later in life, until I was like in my mid-teens, that's when they're like, oh, I can't afford it, or like they said the reality of things, right?
They hid the reality from you as a kid?
I remember that. And I was like, because it was like a shock. I was like, what? They always say yes. Like, what happened? I thought we had money. You know what I mean?
Really?
But yeah, for sure. Because my mom and dad, we always went out to eat. We always got things. I think I was pretty spoiled as a kid. And it grew me up thinking like, oh yeah, things are going to come. Things are going to come. Things are going to come. And even now, like if you hear my dad speak about things, he still is in like an abundance mindset. And it's interesting because you look back like at life and there's points where it's like, okay, maybe you shouldn't have had an abundance mindset here. Right? Maybe scarcity would have done better, but you're making more money now because of that. Rather, if you were in a scarcity mindset, it's like you're living in fear of what's going to happen next because, you know, you don't have so much right now. And then that relates to you're not going to have so much later. But if you think about it, I have a lot now, so I need a lot more in the future in order to pay for what's happening now.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
There's different phases in your life where you can have different mindsets.
But what I'm saying is it's always been in an abundance, regardless.
For your life, it's always felt like abundance. Interesting.
No, until obviously I got cognizant of money and like what it means to have finances.
But I think you live with a scarcity mindset.
I think I'd have both actually.
Really?
Yeah. So I live in because it's very weird, bro. In terms of spending, I have scarcity mindset for sure. But in terms of earning, I have a major abundance major abundance mindset. Like it's very weird, bro. I don't know if I've ever talked to somebody else like this where like they don't want to spend much, but they're also like have extremely high expectations of their earnings.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That just means you're stingy. That's what it means.
I guess that's exactly what it means.
No, it's what it means. You're fucking stingy, man.
I guess so.
That's all rich people. They're stingy. People are stingy.
Yeah.
Well, I think I grew up The thing is, bro, I had to grow with a scarcity mindset because I didn't have electricity like 12 hours in a day. No electricity.
You did it yourself?
We did not.
You told me.
We had UPS, but that UPS, we didn't have a generator.
What's UPS?
UPS is like, think of a generator, but like not a generator. It can only support like it can't turn your AC off. It can just turn on the lights.
Oh, got it. So it's like.
I don't know what it stands for.
I don't know.
But it doesn't have as much energy as a generator.
Yeah, got it.
But yeah, sometimes we didn't have electricity at home. It's like crazy. That's a very normal occurrence in Pakistan. Even if you're middle class. Yeah, but you
said that you guys did pretty well.
We did pretty well, yes. But it was still scarcity, Mike. Because we don't have electricity, bro, for a certain amount of time.
But I thought you told me in the past, not you guys, like other people in Pakistan. Every day you guys had 12 hours without electricity. Every day.
It's like, sometimes it's more, bro. Sometimes it's
more. For you guys. For
us.
I'm asking you guys.
UPS, it's like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah, we don't have electricity.
For 4 or 5 hours?
It's called load shedding.
At night? Or
it's random. It's random. It's usually at night, though. It's random, bro. It's crazy over there.
All power will shut off.
Power will literally shut off. It's called load shedding. I'm not making this up. Maybe things have changed.
The really affluent people, how do they do it?
The really rich people have generators. We weren't rich enough to have a generator.
A generator?
They have a generator that supports, like, they're powerful generators.
And that's expensive over their generators?
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to grow up with a scarcity. Even that's what my point is. Just because maybe aren't the best off in the world doesn't mean you grow up with that.
Yeah, but like if you have limited amount of resources, literally, it's like hard to think you have abundance. You know, like whenever I wanted something, and it's like,
but I'm nothing against my parents. Did you think about finances young?
100%, yeah. Because I was like, you know, I wanted like as every young kid wants like toys, Game Boy, PlayStation. I was just like, damn, like I wish I could have that, but like, you know, but it's not like something I regret.
But were your friends? Did your friends have stuff that you didn't have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I went to like this rich private school where like the kids were loaded for the most part.
So that's probably what it was then.
Yeah, they were middle class too, like me, but they were also. But
you definitely compared yourself to them.
Yeah, people compare, of course.
Okay.
Especially in those countries where the wealth gap is so huge. It's like so huge. If you don't have something, you really feel it when the other person has it.
I see. And did you guys have to pay for this private school?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, really?
It's a private school. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how it is over there.
No, yeah, it was a big chunk of money.
Okay. Did all you guys go to private school over there?
Yeah, you have to because the government schools suck in Pakistan.
Oh, so you have no choice but to pay for education.
Yeah.
Got it.
If you want a good education, like some of the most, you know, people who live in extreme poverty, they have to go to government schools, but it's not good.
But then you really didn't think about finances, right? Because if you're in private school paying all this money, but then you still fucked off all the time, talking in class, going crazy.
I'm like 12
teacher
years
saying
old.
that you're not going to make it.
A 6th grade teacher. No, I still cared, but like, you know, I'm a kid.
The grade before you came to the U.S., that teacher told you.
It was 6th grade.
6th grade.
6th grade.
That teacher told you you're not going to make it.
She was saying if you keep this non-serious attitude, you're not going to be successful in 6th grade.
So it's 5th grade.
It's 5th grade. Yeah.
And then you came to the U.S. Were you damning her on the plane?
No, because everybody was in the U.S. was dumb when I came here. I was like, well, these kids are dumb.
Really? You thought you were smarter?
Not smarter. I was just like, what are they teaching you? Like 1 + 1 is 2 in like 7th grade.
That's what you were learning?
No, not learning, but I was just like, I was looking at the education standards, and it was like, it was objectively speaking, like the curriculum in Pakistan was way difficult, especially math. It was a different type of math we were learning there compared to America. But the math
you were learning here when you moved here, you had already learned it.
Yeah, it just seemed easy. Like I was always bad at math. Math was always my trouble.
Granted,
Yeah, but like when I came here, I'm just looking at like science, the other curriculum. It was very like relaxed. It wasn't like.
Did you feel good?
Yeah, in a way. Because in Pakistan, the teachers they're strict, bro. Sometimes they'll like kind of hit you in one hand
with a ruler.
Yeah, they like yell at you. I remember this one history teacher, bro. She used to like yell so loudly
at you.
And everybody, imagine like a teacher constantly just like, ah!
No way.
Yeah, bro. Like she would just be like, shut up! Shut up!
In English?
I'm translating.
Okay. Say it in Urdu.
Muh band karo.
Yell it.
I don't want to.
Yell it like she would.
I'm going to do stand-up after this. I'm going to protect my... No. But yeah, they would yell. I'm just remembering
Muh band karo?
Yeah, but just close your mouth. Like she would yell at us. It's not most of them. A lot of them were good.
Yeah.
It's definitely a thing. That's very normal. Like if a teacher yells at you.
Yeah.
But in America, if a teacher yells at you, has that ever happened to you? A teacher yelling at you?
No.
Yeah, that happened. And they will hit you with a ruler on your hand. Sometimes. Yeah. Did I ever get
that used to be a thing here.
Slapped by a teacher? No, I didn't personally ever get slapped by a teacher.
Never?
No. But
even when you were talking out of turn?
No. I mean, yeah. No. Because it still feels weird for an adult to hit a kid. Like, imagine hitting an 8-year-old as a 40-year-old. Come on.
I think back in, like, the 60s, 70s, they would send you to the principal, and the principal would spank you.
No, that never. Our principal was chill. But, yeah, there's morning assembly in Pakistan.
Morning assembly?
Yeah.
Oh, we had that every Wednesday.
But we had it every day.
And what do you do?
Assembly, you sing the national anthem.
You guys would go to, like, an area? And
it's
all
like an area
together?
with the entire school divided up by grades. We do, like, discipline stuff. So it's like, attention.
No,
so,
like you're in the military.
Yeah, it's like that, I swear. Because it's an all-boys private school.
It was all boys?
Yeah, obviously.
Really?
I never went to a co-ed school ever until I came to America.
And what did you think when you got here?
Well, it was a shock, bro, because first of all, you guys can wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
In Pakistan,
we
had a
you
uniform.
Would always wear collared shirts.
We had suits in Pakistan, bro. You wear a suit to school, a coat, a tie, and if you don't wear it, you get disciplined. Like, you get in trouble. You gotta have your nails short. You can't have long hair.
Did you like that, the suit?
It was just routine. I didn't feel anything about it. I don't know how to feel because that's all I know in my entire life.
But when you moved here, how did you feel?
It felt weird. I was like...
Liberating?
Yeah, not liberating. I was like, I don't know what to wear because I had no sense of style, bro. My entire
Wow.
identity was uniforms, you know? At home, I'd wear shorts and a t-shirt, but...
That's kind of depressing, no?
It was in a way because, like, when I saw kids outside of school, I was like, oh, this is weird. I'm seeing, like, how they usually dress. It's like, it felt strange, you know?
What the heck?
Yeah, that was one of the biggest shocks. When I saw, I was like, what the hell are these people wearing? Yeah. And woman, I was like, okay. I was like, these things are real.
But so you never really saw girls, huh?
No. Well, actually,
even
I took this
school?
van. No, I took a van, which was like sometimes...
Like a bus kind of thing.
Like a bus. It was a van, though. Yeah. Like, imagine a van.
Yes, I get what you're...
Like a small van, and they would take the kids to school. That's how people would make money. Some drivers, they would just have these vans.
Take kids to school? So your parents would pay them to take you to school?
Yeah, take me to school.
Because they had to work or something?
Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Well, in the mornings, I'm sure.
Yeah. So you just take a van, and then that would be a whole community of kids, and then...
Would your sisters go with you in that van?
No, it was separate, because we went to separate schools. They went to all-girls school.
So two different vans would pick you guys up?
Yes.
And your parents would trust these guys in these vans?
Yeah, because they're trustworthy. You know, they're built a reputation. Yeah,
they're not gonna take you to the Taliban and try to brainwash you.
No.
That's never happened.
That's far away, man. There's no such thing as the Taliban in Lahore, where I lived. I mean,
how far is Islamabad?
Islamabad is the capital of Pakistan, which is the safest city in Pakistan.
How far
probably.
Is it?
2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Islamabad, honestly, it sounds pretty sketch.
No, Islamabad just means
sounds sketch.
City of Islam. It's the most safe city.
The name just sounds super sketchy, bro. Well, let's go to Islamabad. That sounds scary.
I mean, I lived like 2.5 hours away from Osama.
Really?
3 hours.
I heard Lahore's pretty good.
It's the most polluted city in the world right now.
Is it right now?
It's going down the drain. Yeah, the entire country.
It was pretty though, right before. Or no?
It's
Islamabad's way more beautiful.
Well, right now there's flash floods in Pakistan. And they're like killing thousands
at
of
this
people
given moment.
At this given moment. 3 years ago, there was the same. Thousands of people are dying.
Every 3 years this happens?
No, it just Pakistan is, for some reason, it contributes the least to climate change, one of the countries.
Okay.
But it's also affected by climate change.
The most?
The most.
You're kidding me.
It's sad, yeah. A lot of people are dying right now. It's because, you know, there's
have you ever thought about how do flash floods happen? It's so random.
No, it can happen if you don't have good systems in place. Like, look at our streets.
Yeah.
It can't.
But a flash flood is random amounts of rain coming down.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we can handle flash floods in LA, we can handle it.
Yeah, because our infrastructure is good.
Exactly. Yeah, if you don't have infrastructure, then there's flash floods.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is the actual climate.
It's Himalayan climate, so the monsoon season is the summer. It rains a lot. You know, it's in the Himalayas, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh.
Yes,
so the monsoon season is the summer, so it rains a lot, but sometimes it rains a lot.
And you guys can't handle it.
No, the system's just not built. Think about it, bro. The country was just built 75
years ago.
So
when it was flash floods, when you guys were there.
Oh yeah, happened? I mean, it wasn't like that. I never
You're kidding me.
But yeah, there would be like 3 feet of water outside.
Inside your home?
Not inside my home, outside on the street for sure.
But
Yeah.
how would it not get inside your home?
They would sometimes, but not to the degree where like, oh my God, my whole house is gone. But definitely. Because we didn't live in an area that was completely impoverished, right?
Okay.
Like if you live in an area that's a village, then yeah, it can come into your house and kill you. That's what's happening in Pakistan right now.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's a horrible place to live in right
And the
now.
government does not care, huh?
The government cares, it's just corrupt. It's
Obviously, they don't care enough. They care more about their pockets.
The thing, yeah, it's the literacy rate in Pakistan is so low. People are not educated. People get brainwashed easily.
It makes sense.
Religion is used as a weapon of power. You persecute minorities. You get a handful of families that are really wealthy. They want to stay in place.
Yeah.
They keep saying the same bullshit.
Do you think they have a scarcity mindset or an abundance mindset?
I don't know what kind of mindset is it. It's just stupidity.
Stupid mindset.
Just retarded mindset.
Why?
The thing is, if you, I don't know. I think it takes time, but it takes a lot, bro, to build a successful country. Like what we take for granted, what America really is, like what it's become.
Happened so quick, bro.
I mean, not really.
200, less than 250
50, yeah.
years?
I mean, if you think about it, this is the longest lasting democracy.
Yeah.
Though. So it's not really quick. It's been in place. It's the oldest democracy, right, in the world right now.
Okay, I would say, okay, but let's be real. Was it perfect all 250 years? No.
No, it took time.
I'd say maybe like
when did we become a superpower?
Like 1945, yeah. 1950.
I mean, yeah. So it's recent.
Yeah.
It took us 200 years.
That's what I'm saying. It's so quick, and we're at the top of the line, bro. Like, we weren't the top of the game in the 1850s.
No, it takes time.
Yeah.
So Pakistan is a new country.
It is
75 years old. 1947.
Yeah,
it just
bro,
got built. Before it was being colonized with the British. Same thing with America. It was 13 colonies.
Okay, America's number one in less time than that. Less time than 75 years.
America didn't become number one in 75 years. You're telling me in 1850 America was number one? No, it wasn't.
No, I'm saying like 1950 to now.
Yeah, but
like we've maintained number one.
But yeah, they were the American Empire was initiated in 1776 though, bro. They had 200 years.
Was initiated in 1776.
Yeah, so they had 150 years. All the work. What do you mean? They had a civil war. Things went really down the line. America's been through a lot of shit. We are the prime of America.
I guess if you compare it to Pakistan. Okay.
Well, you can't compare. First of all, Pakistan is a small little place. America is an empire. Come on, bro. What are you doing? First of all, also think about this. America is already.
If it was up to Pakistan, they wouldn't be so small.
No, I mean, okay. Let's say they had India.
Yeah.
They had Bangladesh, East Pakistan. Even then, we're not bigger than Washington State, Oregon, and California.
You cannot compare Pakistan to India, bro.
Well, you can because they were brothers. Like literally, we were the same land.
Bro, come on,
That's the best
though.
comparison.
No way. There's no way.
Why can't you compare
India's
India?
GDP?
Well, now
it's ridiculously.
But they all started from the same place, so that's the best comparison for India.
Yeah, but also India's also been around for like 1,000 years.
Same Pakistan. It used to be India.
No, but you just told me 75 years. I'm saying compare India's culture to Pakistan.
Well, yeah, India is also 75 years old. Technically, as a country, as an institution. Of this current government,
you can't say that.
The thing is,
That's not fair to say.
India played their cards well.
Yeah,
and they found a way to have innovation in the country. I think that's what happened. Pakistan lagged behind because of lack of innovation, and our politics really got in the way of innovation.
Yeah.
Has America passed its prime? I think it may be.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think. I think in the beginning, I don't think there was as much corruption as there is now, though, in America. Back in the day,
there was a lot of corruption.
You think a lot more than now?
There's always been corruption, bro. If you read, I've been reading history. Mm-hmm. Like even in the times of the founding fathers, there's so much politics that goes on.
But do you think like they were stealing money like they are now?
Who's stealing money?
Like politicians.
Well, they would definitely enrich themselves, yeah. Not to the degree it is now.
You think like Jefferson, Benji?
They were great people. They loved the country. See, dude, they founded America, so they had an attachment.
Oh, even Andrew Jackson. Do you think?
Andrew Jackson was a different case.
That was 1820s, right?
1850s.
1850?
Well, 1840s, I believe.
Before, yeah, whatever. That was 75 years after. Do you think there was?
But there was so much politics, bro. They would accuse each other of treason all the time. John Adams.
Yeah, but that's not
Jefferson.
corruption.
But they would accuse each other of corruption sometimes. It'd be like, oh, it would have to do with business dealings, ambassadorships, property in France and Britain. There was always a divide in the founding fathers between pro-French and pro-Britain.
Okay.
So Alexander Hamilton was definitely very pro-British. Thomas Jefferson was pro-France. And Federalists tended to be favor Britain, and anti-Federalists did not like Britain. And so they were constantly accusing each other of personally benefiting from a relationship with Great Britain.
Oh, I see.
It was not to the degree it is now, but
I think it's crazy right now, bro.
There's been wild shit. Somebody tried to shoot Andrew Jackson, like up this close. Remember, he survived.
Right. But that's not corrupt. I'm saying, like, in terms of taxes. The reason I asked Andrew Jackson, because the central bank situation. So after, like, right now, it feels like these people are just literally pocketing it, right? Back then, do you think they were pocketing the people's money?
Well, politicians aren't pocketing money directly. They're pocketing in a way where it's like...
No, I definitely think it's direct. 100%. That's
sometimes it is direct.
Bro,
no, sometimes it is, yeah.
Trillions of dollars go into our taxes, and I don't see anything getting bad. I don't want to get into that conversation, but
they do it in a way that's not... It's not direct, you know? Otherwise, it'd be illegal.
I guess.
But no, 100%.
You could put it into an NGO, and then they can take the money that way, whatever.
They figured out a way to make money, 100%. Yeah. Like, Nancy Pelosi has no business making hundreds of millions of dollars.
But that's wrong, but that's a different thing, right? That's insider trading.
But that's how they make their money these days.
Insider trading?
Yeah.
I'm saying directly from the taxpayers. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I don't think that's happening.
You don't think that's happening?
Like you're saying members of Congress right now, they just pocket our tax money.
You don't think it goes into NGOs? And
they're not that powerful.
100% they are, bro.
Sure, they do it in a way where our money's being wasted 100%.
There's state tax dollars, bro. There's not just federal.
Yeah, I think our money's being wasted, but I don't think these politicians are smart enough to fucking find a way to just take money literally out of our taxes.
You don't have to be smart to make money, buddy.
The politicians right now, they have found ways to steal money to not personally benefit themselves. Some of them have, hold on a second, but they've found a way to stay in power. That's what they really crave, is power. Because power eventually breeds money. That's what Nancy Pelosi, all these politicians, they make money from stocks. They make money from relationships.
Money brews power.
Yeah, they make
so you
money
have to make
from
money,
relationships.
And then you get more power when you have more money.
I think it's the opposite right these days in Washington, D.C. If you have power, you'll make money.
How do you get power?
By getting elected to office, climbing the ladder.
How do you do that? You need money.
You need money to start with, but you don't need a lot of money. Actually, I mean, depends.
You need a lot of money, bro.
You do actually. You're right. Yeah. If you run for Congress, you need anywhere from $1 million to $5 million somehow coming into your campaign.
Not your average Joe has $1 million to $5 million.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, I take that back. So yeah, you have to be good at fundraising money. But no, a lot of politicians are.
They're good at fundraising.
They're amazing at fundraising.
Yeah, I don't care how they get the money. You need money. That's my whole point.
I don't think they're directly stealing taxes. They're definitely stealing money. They're definitely like violating ethic rules, but they're not like taxpayer money. And they're buying these yachts and big houses. They have found ways to not make it illegal. They've basically legalized corruption so they don't get in trouble. That's what I'm saying. Okay. They've legalized corruption.
I can agree with that. I don't give a fuck what they call it. Corruption is corruption, period.
Yeah, because in boxing, that's literally what happens. They steal taxpayer money.
Yeah.
It's not even like...
they don't even try to hide it.
They just steal taxpayer money. That's what happens.
I think that's what happens now. They just put away, just like you said, like a facade over it. That's pretty much it.
But the thing is, they would have to collude Democrats and Republicans together.
I think they do.
To
I
hide.
think a lot of people think they do now, by the way. I don't think that's like an uncommon...
Democrats and Republicans collude?
Yeah.
Well, on certain issues, for sure. Like Israel, they collude 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But corruption...
I think they definitely have an abundance mindset. I think JD Vance... See? JD Vance is a great example. Came from scarcity. He has an abundance mindset.
I don't trust that guy. He's just
whatever.
Weird. I don't trust him.
Yeah, whether you trust him or not, it doesn't mean he doesn't have... You know, he made it. He's made it. From nothing. Right way or wrong way.
If he becomes president, I'll say he made it.
No, bro, he's fucking vice president of the United States from the boonies. He's from the boonies, bro.
Yeah, he comes from nothing. I give him credit for that. But has he made it? I mean, I feel like made it means like impact. A lot of people have made it then.
He's a fucking vice president of the United States.
Who cares? Vice president. You're nobody.
No, bro, I disagree with that.
Vice president of the United States.
Yes, bro, that's important.
He sucks Donald Trump's dick for a living. That's his only job.
If Donald Trump dies, he becomes president of the United States. That is huge.
It's an important position.
Even Secretary of State, that is huge.
Until that happens, I don't value the vice president at all.
But you get what that means, right?
Yeah,
the people trust him enough where if the president that they trust the most dies, he becomes the most important man in the world.
Yeah, no, in theory, the vice presidency is supposed to be a super powerful position. But in reality, He doesn't do anything. He just literally he's a puppet. He's supposed to suck Donald Trump's dick for a living. That's what he does for 4 years. That's the description of the vice presidency.
I don't know. That's crazy,
bro. That's
what
Kamala Harris did for 4 years. They asked her, "What would you do differently if you were the president?" She said, "Not a thing comes to mind."
Yeah.
What is that?
She contradicted herself a lot, though.
But it's every vice president, bro. Yeah. It's unless they're Lyndon B. Johnson. They plot against the president and they try to kill him. Apparently.
You think he did?
Well, yeah. A lot of people think Lyndon B. Johnson killed JFK. A lot of people say CIA killed him, but they say CIA colluded with Lyndon B. Johnson. There's a lot of theories on this.
That's insane.
Because Lyndon B. Johnson was the most powerful figure in the U.S. Congress. In the Senate, he figured out a way to pass so much legislation. He was a powerful guy. Imagine having a 20-year age gap between the president. He's your junior and he's the president. People don't understand
LBJ
the age
was
gap.
Older?
Bro, it's like having Joe Biden.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's like imagine Donald Trump and JD Vance, but it's reverse. JD Vance is the president and Donald Trump is the vice president. Ego hit. I think so. I don't know. He looks like a crook to me.
LBJ, he does, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't doubt it. Yeah.
He looks like the guy from House of Cards.
Kevin Spacey?
Yes, kind of. Their cheeks.
Really? Maybe a little bit.
Look, their smug look.
He's got a smug look, yeah. Yeah. Richard Nixon, I think, had a smug look.
Yeah, him too. Even Reagan had a smug look.
No, I think Reagan was charming. I think he's probably the most charming president we ever had.
No.
Ronald Reagan, yeah. You got to look back at his speeches and the way he spoke, 100%.
I'm just thinking about their pictures. He always looked like angry.
No. Ronald Reagan was come on. He was a Hollywood, he was a big actor. He was one of the most charming. He has the amazing sense of humor. Every speech you see, he's cracking. Humor? Yeah, Ronald Reagan. You got to look back at these tapes. Oh, okay. Yeah, watch his speeches. Bro, he was one of the most... Ronald Reagan was the shit. Like, before Trump came along in the Republican Party.
Everybody loved Reagan, yeah.
Reagan was the man. No, both parties loved the guy.
Yeah, everybody loved Reagan.
Yeah. Reagan was the man.
He won like 80%? Like,
I think there was one election where he only lost one state. Like, he won 49 states.
Oh, wow. One state?
I think so. I think this was 1984.
I knew it was like 80 or 90%. Like, he won like crazy.
I think it was 1984.
It's almost like Arnold in California.
No, I mean, yeah.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Arnold won California governor?
Makes sense.
It's insane, bro.
I think you just have to be charming. You have to be good at talking to people. Yeah.
I think that's insane.
But also, Arnold wasn't a conservative. He was very liberal in some policies.
He was. He just ran as a Republican. But,
yeah,
come on, bro. That accent is crazy, dude.
Just go, yeah.
You can't even understand some of the stuff he's saying.
I think if you're charming enough, people will vote for you.
He's definitely a charming guy, Arnold.
The way to win elections is to win people's hearts.
Another great example of abundance mindset. Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro.
Yeah.
Came from nothing. Did you see the documentary on him on Netflix?
A little bit, yeah.
Dude, his room was like a shit room.
Yeah, even in LA, he struggled a lot, right?
I would say he only struggled because of the time it took him to do things. Like, his days were 18-hour days nonstop, literally. Working construction 8 hours, then working out 5 hours, then going to school
5 hours working out.
Yeah. That's why I say it was a struggle. But financially, he didn't do bad here. He was a millionaire before he even became a bodybuilder.
Really?
Sorry, before he became an actor, yeah. He owned a bunch of real estate. He owned a bunch of real estate in Santa Monica.
Really?
Yeah.
So he's a smart businessman.
Arnold's a smart guy, yeah. Yeah, he owned real estate, and he was already, like, living good, bro. He was living good. Which, that was super uncommon in bodybuilding. Bodybuilding, you don't make shit. Have you seen that movie, Paper Magazines?
No.
Wow, bro. So I've been wanting to watch it, and I finally watched it a couple nights ago. Insane movie, dude. I think that's the story of a lot of bodybuilders. They come from nothing. They have this, like, garage-type gym. They go to the actual gym, and they just eat, and they just eat. And they, like, obsess over themselves in the mirror. Just obsess. And, like, he was working at, like, a market, right? Like a grocery store. And I think that's the story of a lot of bodybuilders. But Arnold had a completely different lifestyle. He was already massive by the time he came here, right? He was already huge.
I don't understand bodybuilding. I don't get it. Like, why would you want to do it?
They're obsessive, bro.
But they're obsessed with themselves.
Yes. It's vain.
It's like, I understand, like, individual sports, like tennis. Yeah, you're, like, trying to beat the other guy.
No, it's just vanity.
I guess you are trying to beat the other person, huh? You're trying to look
Tennis?
bigger than them. No, I'm talking about bodybuilding.
Yeah.
You're trying to look bigger than the other person.
The way Arnold explained, he was like, I wanted to see myself in the lights. I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be Mr. Olympia. That's vain. That's vain.
I think it's a waste of time, bodybuilding. Unless you're doing it for a purpose.
There's no... But that's like anything.
No, sports has a purpose. You got to win a championship.
What's the purpose? Who cares?
But you're doing it for your country. You're doing it for your nation.
Yeah.
You think Arnold was doing it for Austria?
No, but I don't think people are for example, World Cup. I think they see themselves winning. I don't think they see all this is my country going to win.
Interesting.
Most of the time I think people are like, for sure they want to be the best. Like Ronaldo, he's doing it for himself, buddy.
See, in Pakistan, there's only the only big sport is cricket, and everybody there just wants to win for the country. They want to do it.
They're brainwashed too, bro.
No, they're brainwashed to a degree, but a lot of them, they love the country so much that they want to see themselves in a jersey.
Why do they love the country that much?
They love the country because they've been brainwashed to a certain degree, 100%. Yeah. It's definitely jingoism, but...
Jingoism.
Jingoism. It means excessive patriotism.
Jingoism.
Jingoism.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it means when you're extremely patriotic to a fault.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's because you can't be like I think Donald Trump, what he represents is borderline jingoism. It's
I agree.
America first. It's obsessively American. It's not a good thing to.
I think as a president, it could be a good thing.
Overly jingoistic.
As a president, you should be like the ultimate person leading your country. You shouldn't care about other countries as much as your own.
You should definitely prioritize your country first, but there's boundaries. You can't be.
You shouldn't go
reckless.
Kill other people. Yeah.
You can't be reckless. I think Donald Trump is reckless.
I don't think. Yeah, I agree. He's reckless, but I don't think. I think you have to prioritize your country way more than anything else. Like, I don't think you should go put other people's lives on the line or anything like that, right? But definitely, when you're negotiating, if you have power, you should utilize that power. That's the way it goes, because you want your country to do better. Maybe that's why I'll never be a politician. I don't think it's the right thing to do, but I think that's, as a job of the president, you should do that.
Yeah, the job of the president is to serve the country first.
Yeah.
But I don't think Trump is doing it for the country.
You think Trump has a scarcity mindset?
Yeah, definitely.
He's probably the epitome of a abundance
mindset. Probably.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how low he gets or has gotten. He's always thinks he has everything. Or he always thinks he's the best.
I just lost so much respect for the guy in his second term. I got a little bit of respect for him. I'm like, okay, he won the presidency twice. Fine.
Okay.
But it's like, I get his whole playbook. It's
what?
I get it.
Lie?
It's just lie your way through. Lie. If you say something enough times, people start to believe it.
I was just thinking that, yeah.
That's his whole playbook. I get it. And he just destroys people, bullies them.
Destroys them?
Destroys them in terms of he tries to take them down. He doesn't forget personal offense unless somebody apologizes. Then he forgets everything.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to bow down though. Look at Marco Rubio. He said so many vile things against Trump.
It was bad. Remember the first election, bro?
Yeah, it's.
Oh my god.
But he said sorry, and now he's this bitch. Can't say anything.
I agree.
They're all it's just disgusting. I was listening to an interview with Gavin Newsom on the Diary of CEO, and you know what he said? The most important thing in politics is.
Who?
What is the most important? No, Gavin Newsom was on a podcast.
Yeah, with who?
Diary of CEO.
Okay, sorry, I missed this.
And he was saying loyalty is one of the most important things in politics to people. And I don't think it should be that way. Loyal, who the fuck are you? It shouldn't be to people in positions of power. It should be to people first. But a lot of these people are loyal to, they have these factions. You see it in the local level.
They have political loyalty.
Political loyalty. It's literally the most unpatriotic thing in the world. Political loyalty to people in positions of power. It's destroyed America. It's destroyed empires.
Mm-hmm.
This personal relationship I have with this friend.
It's human nature, bro. It just is.
I get it, but you have to fight against it if you want to have real change.
I 100% agree with that. That's the point of being a human. That we're the only ones on this earth that have that power to fight against it.
You have to fight against that urge.
Power.
Yeah.
What other animal has that power to fight against it? Dolphins?
Dogs. The most loyal people in the world.
Yeah.
Cats. The most disloyal creation ever created in mankind's
Cats
history.
are very disloyal, yeah.
Cats, the most disloyal creatures in the world.
Yeah.
My God.
Cats are disloyal.
They're polyamorous.
Oh, you know who? Actually, wolves are probably pretty disloyal.
Alligators are not loyal, are they?
Alligators don't have a hierarchy. Wolves, monkeys have hierarchies. Cats
Monkeys
have
to be loyal, though. Ain't no way they're
But
disloyal.
the thing is, in gorillas, if somebody challenges a silverback and they defeat the silverback, now they lead the group and everybody has to be loyal to them now. Similar to Donald Trump's situation.
Who was a silverback he took down? Joe Biden?
No, but
who did he take down?
In Republican.
Kamala Harris?
No, actually, you're right. There was just an opportunity that he took. Right? In 2016? Because nobody was leading the Republican Party.
Yeah, there was a power vacuum.
Yeah.
But when did they have...
Mitt Romney wasn't, right?
No.
He was kind of toast, right?
He lost in 2012, yeah.
But he kind of like disappeared almost, huh?
No, he was in politics. He ran for Senate in Utah.
Did he win?
Yeah.
Oh, he won? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
In Utah? He's from Utah?
He's from Massachusetts.
Oh, I definitely don't trust him if he's from
He was the
Utah.
governor of Massachusetts, I think. I think so. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. Massachusetts, yeah.
But anyway, I guess he didn't take down anybody.
He was just charming, bro. He figured out a way.
Even Ted Cruz, bro. I remember the shit he would talk on Donald Trump. And now he's like
he make fun
in his
of his
corner,
wife,
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad. It's these politics, they don't care.
How do they do that though?
Huh?
But how don't people see through it?
It's sad. I don't know
right?
why. Yeah, it's sad to see.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. But Democrats will do the same thing, bro.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying just them.
They're just...
Even Barack Obama, bro. When he was running in 2008, Hillary Clinton was on his ass.
But it didn't get that extreme. The Donald Trump stuff is, come on. Hillary Clinton never said Michelle Obama.
No, of course not,
But that's
bro.
what Donald Trump did, bro. He called Ted Cruz's wife ugly.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
But Hillary would laugh. Obviously, it's a different time. Trump's created something very different in politics. But Hillary, for the time, I remember she would laugh at him. Stuff like that was like very crude still. It was respectful.
No, she was
not
a lot of disrespect. They spread a lot of fake rumors.
Yeah, fake rumors about him. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. And then after, it was like a big deal when Obama was in her corner. Remember that?
Well, no, it was a big deal when she endorsed him in 2008 at the DNC. Because she wasn't going to. Like, it was like a thing, is she going to do it? Is she not going to do it? And then she did it. And then he picked her as a Secretary of State in his first term, so.
True.
Yeah.
But why? That's so weird to me, bro. I feel like that's such a eerie feeling, isn't it? When somebody talks smack about you, but then you go and you... Oh my god!
Because they understand it's a game. I think they get it. I think they know it's a game. You have to play the game.
But that goes against your natural feelings.
Well, to climb any ladder and make it big, you have to have relationships, right?
Right.
How do you launch a political movement? You have
to make friends.
You have to make friends.
Yeah. I get it. I think that goes against everything like you stand for. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Well, integrity. That's the word I'm looking for. It goes against your integrity.
That's why it's very rare, bro, that America or any other country has had truly impactful leaders that leave a legacy of change. Yeah. Very few leaders will leave a legacy of change.
I think Obama had an abundance mindset too.
I don't know. I think he could have done a lot more. I think Trump has taught people a lot of lessons in politics. Like, you don't have to just go with the system. Yeah, you can just say, fuck you. Who are you?
Right.
You can. That is, I think, probably his biggest accomplishment is to be like, no. If I think of a certain way, and just because we've been doing things a certain way for a long time, why? Who made these rules? What is the global world order? Like, who makes this stuff up? I appreciate that about him.
You hear about the job market?
I hear it's bad.
Well, this summer they predicted there was going to be like a 58% job increase over the summer.
Yeah,
and it was less than 22%. Openings, I should say. Sorry, 58% openings, and now it's like only 22. It's like what?
Only 22% openings.
Yeah,
job openings.
Job openings over the summer, and in the summer it's supposed to be the most job openings like over the course of the year, over the 4 seasons.
Isn't
summer.
September a good month? The jobs open up.
Summer is the most because people are out spending more money, so they need more workers.
Well, that's more for like retail and like
Well, yeah, most jobs. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think that's anything though, even retail, except Q4. I think Q4 is pretty big too with retail.
Yeah. We'll see where the job market goes, man. I don't think.
I think to take it back to like this whole scarcity versus
Yeah.
abundance. I think the whole point is, there's one that obviously wins every time. Abundance mindset. I don't know if I've ever met somebody with an abundance mindset that's not one.
Well, I don't. I've never thought about it like this: scarcity versus abundance.
Really, you never seen these videos?
I've heard of these two concepts for sure, but I've never like if I were to evaluate my life.
Yeah. Are you gonna reevaluate after this?
No, because I grew up in a scarcity mindset, but my parents never told me you can only do so much. They always told me shoot for the stars. You can do anything you want. But we also grew up with limited resources. But they weren't like, oh, you can. Like my dad always says, like you're gonna change the world. Like they always were very optimistic, very encouraging.
So I think that's abundance.
I don't. But the thing is, when I think of scarcity and abundance, I just think of the way somebody grew up. Like, did you have
your mindset? Because you can grow up poor but think you're rich. It's maybe delusional, but that happens.
No, I don't think. I was pretty aware that we didn't have that much money. I was like, damn, man.
Because when you were young, did you think poor people could do big things?
Yeah,
you did think so.
Yeah, you can.
I think that's an abundance mindset. Yeah.
Like I think you could. I thought you could do anything. I could do anything that I put my mind to growing up, but I was aware.
Which is fine. You're aware you didn't have much.
But I always was aware of immigration too. Like I was like, I really gotta leave America. I mean, Pakistan. That was really always a big thing.
That's insane.
Growing up, everybody's big dream in America, at least when I was there. I mean, Pakistan.
Yeah.
So growing up in Pakistan, every kid wants to leave Pakistan. They want to go to America, London, Australia, New Zealand.
It's happening. They're everywhere, bro. Pakistanis.
Pakistan, not really. It's hard to come to
There's
America.
a lot of brown people everywhere right
Indians.
now, bro.
Don't confuse Indians with Pakistanis. A lot of Indian people, yes.
A lot of Indians. So I see comments on some of these videos, and because people obviously say anybody's Indian just because of the way they look, and they'll be like, "Oh, look at the Indians here," or whatever the thing is, and then the comments say, "These are Bengalis and Pakistanis. Don't mistake them for my people."
Yeah, it's different. It's definitely, I think, easier for an Indian person to travel the world than a Pakistani.
Really?
100%.
Just because of the
economic because the thing is, India's economic situation is better, right?
Is there more impoverished people in India though? There are.
Because there's more people. It's a statistical thing.
But if you take it by
Pakistan, way more.
Really?
In my opinion, yeah.
No, it's not an opinion. If you scale it, what's a scale?
No, Pakistan is more
at scale.
In my opinion, yeah. Not in my. I mean, I haven't looked at the data, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because think about it this way. So the reason why there's so many Indian people is because India is doing well economically for the most part.
So they have more kids.
Not just that, a lot of Western countries are not fearful of permanent immigration from these countries. They'll come from work and stuff. Yeah, they'll stay, fine. But they're scared a lot of Pakistanis leave to like seek asylum and just be there.
Which is true.
No, not true sometimes. But the thing is, they basically don't want people unless it's for work, unless they can provide a service or skill.
England is overrun with Pakistanis.
Yeah, because a lot of Indians, it's about this. A lot more Pakistanis than Indians, but it's not.
I think there's more Muslims in England right now than Catholics or Christians.
Muslims.
Well, there are now more mosques in England.
That's true. Yeah.
Than churches.
Well, yeah, because England is a Protestant nation. It's not a Catholic nation. So
you're right. Protestant nation. Yeah.
That makes sense. Catholics have been a minority since like they.
Sorry. I shouldn't say Catholic. Protestant.
No.
There are more mosques than churches,
but not people. Yeah, I believe that. There's more mosques.
How does that make sense, population-wise? If there's not more
Well, it just
Muslims?
makes sense that they are more organized and they make more mosques.
More organized?
Because if you go to England, they're not as religious there. They're just not religious. If a country is not religious, they're not going to build more churches. But you have
But they knock churches down to build mosques.
They don't knock them down. They acquire property. And they're like,
okay, what's the difference?
If nobody's going to the church and they're like, okay, you can use this as a mosque. We're like, if nobody's coming to your place of worship, can we have people that come for worship from our denomination? That's what happens. It happens to mosques too, I think. Actually, I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Well, Islam is the fastest growing religion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes sense. People are getting brainwashed.
Do you know who's super getting brainwashed? No, you know who's super anti-Muslim? Charlie Kirk, bro.
Is he?
He's so anti-Muslim, bro. It's actually crazy. The shit he's been saying. He's like, he was saying a bunch of stuff about the Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, like bad stuff. Like he had like this guy on his podcast recently. He's saying like New York is gonna get run over by Muslims. He basically tweeted out. He said, 24 years ago, a bunch of Muslims flew planes in the Twin Towers, and now 24 years later, New York City is about to elect their first.
That's
Come
not okay.
on,
that's not okay to say.
But that's what he's saying.
But I definitely think there are gonna be more Muslims in New York.
Probably, but the thing is, the sad part is, bro, he's a very proud Christian.
Yeah,
and a lot of Christians believe that it's what he's doing is for Christianity. But I don't think it helps Christianity at all.
I don't think it helps
to put Islam down.
Yeah,
but that's what Charlie Kirk is trying to do. He's like, yeah, I'm a proud Christian. America's a Christian nation. We're a Judeo-Christian nation. No, we're not. We're a secular nation. We believe in God, yes, but we don't say that America equals Christianity or America equals Judaism or America equals Islam. That's the beauty of America.
Yeah,
we believe in God though, and God is universal. Charlie Kirk is literally like trying to create a culture war between Muslims and Christians. It's disgusting to see.
Yeah, I don't think Charlie Kirk is as smart as he makes it.
He's not
himself seem. But I will say, in terms of the U.S., you put the hand on the Bible when you get sworn in.
But you can also put the Quran, if whatever your belief is. If you're a Hindu, you put the Gita. That's the beauty of America. It's not a Christian nation.
You think that would happen?
Yeah, well, that's happened. It elected people. If you had Muslim members of Congress, they held the Quran and they swore. Because
who?
What's her name? Ilhan Omar. She used the Quran.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is she at?
She's in. I think she's from Minnesota.
Okay.
She's a congresswoman. Yeah, you're not. That's the beauty of America, bro. You're not. You're obligated. That's the freedom of religion. Why do people come here, bro? To seek religion. It was these people that are being persecuted. Religious freedom. It was religious. It was a very specific reason. They were being persecuted in England.
Who?
What do you mean who? The people who came to America.
Religious persecution?
In England, they were being religiously persecuted. The Pilgrims. They came to the 13 colonies because they were being religiously victimized by the Church of England in England.
But it was a lot more than that, too. It's just religion?
One of the primary reasons was religion.
Okay.
A lot of the reasons, sure, economic.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons. It was a monarchy,
one of the primary reasons was they were being religiously persecuted. These
pilgrims.
Okay,
I get what you're saying, but they were being persecuted every way. It was a fucking monarchy.
Yeah, but
they didn't have any opportunity.
What did we learn in U.S. history, bro? The Pilgrims came for religious freedom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
Yes.
So
but it didn't become the U.S. because of that. There was a lot of persecution.
Yes, but one of the primary reasons. Yes, I'm not discounting that it was this. Yeah, but
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I think America was built on the foundations of freedom of religion. We can't take that away.
Okay.
We can't say it's a Christian nation or a Muslim nation or a Jewish nation. It's America as a secular country. Separation of church from state is a beautiful thing that's worked really well in America.
But it's being
divided, bro. And Charlie Kirk, what has he made a living out of? Destroying college kids? Congratulations. That is his whole business model. The way he blew up was destroying these college kids by using these deep terms and just keeping monologuing, interrupting them and demeaning them and being condescending towards them. Wow.
By the way, if you watch his original stuff, way more condescending now. Way more condescending than before. It's like ego is in his head, bro.
Well, it sells well. If you're condescending, people will watch. Oh yeah, look this guy. He takes down this libtard. Oh my God, Charlie, go Charlie, Charlie Kirk. And he's also very hypocritical, bro. He'll go with anything Trump has to say. He doesn't have the balls to stand up. Tucker Carlson, so much more respect for this guy. He will stand up to power.
Who, Tucker Carlson?
He has in the last few years. A lot of respect for the guy
because he has his own platform now.
Even Joe Rogan on his podcast, at least he says stuff that he stands up. He's a genuine guy. Because they don't have to
say anything to anybody. They don't have to.
Charlie Kirk doesn't have to. Why is he doing this?
Because I think he wants something more than what he's doing right now. Maybe he wants something in politics.
Well, if you think about it, he does benefit from this, like being a yes man to Trump, because he owns Turning Point USA. They have 150 full-time employees, bro.
Yeah,
100. It's a non-profit organization, apparently. Or actually, no,
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure, but it's an organization that helps conservative people who are young. You have 150 people working for you full time.
That's
interesting.
Insane.
Like, what are you doing on a day to day? I'm like, they have a lot of chapters, a lot of people.
Wow.
Anyways, I just don't like the guy.
He's come up pretty quick though.
No, he's been doing it for a while though.
What, 8 years? Okay.
I think more. think more because he's in his 30s
He's been
now.
doing it. I think
he didn't go to college.
2015, 2016, yeah.
He graduated high school in his
That's pretty. 8 years is pretty quick, bro.
10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also weird.
Huge.
He's very weird. You look at his, he has takes. He's like, he's just weird. He's very weird. All these Ben Shapiro, very weird guy.
Really?
Very. Like, if Charlie Kirk is the face of your party, you got a big problem. If Ben Shapiro is the face of your political party, they're not charming people.
You think they're the face of conservative party?
Right now, the young conservative movement. I think Charlie Kirk is the face of the young political conservative movement. I think so. One of the faces for sure. He has zero charisma. Don't think he's charming at all.
No, I don't think he's charming.
I don't think Ben Shapiro is charming at all. I don't think any of these guys. It's Donald Trump though. Yeah. Insane charisma.
Yeah.
Insane charisma. I'll give it to him, bro. That's one of the reasons why he won presidency.
I think Charlie Kirk wants to be a charismatic Ben Shapiro. I think he's a wannabe.
Can't be a charismatic Ben Shapiro though.
Like he tries to have all these facts, but then he also tries to be a human and like tries to say like dude or like stuff like that.
I think Charlie Kirk, when he researches, he only researches for the stuff that he wants to find.
Of course.
Because I was watching his stuff on Islam. I was like, bro, you're off. Like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're literally researching stuff to prove your points. You're not doing it objectively. If you're going to research something, do it objectively. That's my thing, right? If you're going to be a commentator on something, you got to do it objectively. That's my fear for this internet game. We all research in a subjective way. Obviously, we're going to be subjective to a degree, but they do it literally to solidify their conclusions.
I agree with you. I don't think anybody that's going to be completely objective, is going to be in a position like that, though.
PBD, what a sellout.
You think he's a sellout?
Have you seen his interview with Benjamin Netanyahu, bro?
No.
Watch that.
He had an interview with Ben when?
10 days ago.
Oh, no.
One of the most craziest, by the way, the Nelk Boys. Obviously, you can't get worse than that boys. PBD, close second. Dude, he's such a coward.
You're kidding
me.
I
didn't know he was this much of a coward.
You watched the whole thing?
I watched like 30 minutes last night out of a 40-minute interview.
Oh.
It was 40 minutes, yeah. Obviously, talk to Benjamin Netanyahu and his team before. What questions can I ask? I want to ask the critics what the critics are asking. I'm PBD. And the man has the balls, bro, to literally mislabel the title. He says, Benjamin Netanyahu admits genocide. But guess what the genocide is? It's about the Armenian and Assyrian people from 100 years ago. What? Like, you're trying to clickbait people into clicking on the interview? Sure, I'm glad he acknowledged the Armenian genocide, which was real genocide, 100%.
Yeah. He's never acknowledged before?
It was the first time on the podcast he did. Sure. But he uses that as a headline. And when he's asked... It's like so misleading, bro.
Well, PBD is Armenian, right?
Yeah, but
so maybe it's more important to him.
No,
but it's definitely clickbait.
Sure, yeah, but he how can you? Okay, if you believe in the Armenian genocide, how can you not believe what's happening in Gaza is not? He doesn't believe
it's a genocide.
No, I don't think so. The way he interviewed Benjamin Netanyahu, it was like, well, they hate you. Why do they hate you, Benjamin? One of his questions was, why do you think people in the world hate Israel right now? I was like, really? That's your question?
That's what Nelk Boy said too.
Like, why do you think? Why do people hate Israel? What's going on?
Well, also, I think he's trying to do it politically. He's a very political guy, the way he talks about people, and I think he asked that because if you go in going all crazy, the guy's not going to want to talk to you.
Don't go in crazy. Just be objective.
What should he have said?
He should have said, why does Israel believe it has the right to attack civilians in an act of war? Why is Israel not abiding by the international norms of war? He could have asked that. He could have asked, why are Israeli people settling in the West Bank against the UN, against the resolutions that have been passed, against literally basic humanity? Yeah. Why did settlers in the West Bank kill an American Palestinian man? And a person was American passport. These settlers killed him, bro. They beat him to death. A kid. Why can they just...
I'm not surprised, bro.
I know, but it's just
I'm not surprised.
It's like... He's like... He said, oh, yeah. Some people say Israel is very controlling and manipulative.
Who said that?
PBD. Some people say. He's just such a coward. It's like they say.
Well, he is a political guy, I will say.
He doesn't have the balls. He He doesn't have the balls. I thought he had the balls. He doesn't have the balls. Tucker Carlson would ask him good questions. Tucker Carlson has been wrong about a lot of things.
Tucker Carlson's a journalist, though. He's way more journalistic than PBD.
And I think he's a commentator now. He's a commentator.
Tucker Carlson's
a political commentator. I think if you would ask him, he's a political commentator.
No, but okay, fair. But do you think who do you think was more journalistic? Tucker Carlson in the past or PBD?
Tucker. But bro,
PBD's a sales guy, bro.
I know, but that's the thing. He's kind of a fraud. Every sales guy has a bit of a fraudness. You can tell when somebody's a sales guy. You can tell, bro. It's like you smell it on them. They're just like they're too friendly. First of all, salespeople, they're very like. It's like I feel like they were born to be salespeople. Like it's literally you're born with it. You're like literally just trying to get somebody to buy something.
No, I disagree with that.
I have a fear of salespeople. Not fear. I'm just like suspicious. I'm just like, what the fuck are you trying to do, bro?
Really good salespeople aren't going to be like your best friend.
I'm not talking about really good sales. I'm talking about most salespeople.
Okay, PBD's a really good salesman. He's worth almost $1 billion.
I don't know, man. I think he's a great businessman. I don't know if he's a good sales guy. Don't know if he's a good sales guy.
Buddy, he's a great sales guy. He's worth almost $1 billion.
I don't like the guy right now, and I want to.
Yeah, I don't think he's perfect. I definitely don't think he's perfect.
Yeah, but his interview with Benjamin Netanyahu was so awful, bro. Come on.
I know, but bro, something I will say, you're a very, very like biased person
on this topic.
Yes,
100%.
This topic or anything regarding like Islam, you are very biased.
Hold on a second.
Like you will distract yourself from anything the person has ever done in the past because the way they stand or the way they talked about something.
On the Gaza genocide, I will. Because
I know. I don't think that's right though, man. I don't think that's right.
I think it's right because it's the moral question of our time. And if somebody refuses,
not. It's one of the moral questions. Yeah, man. I don't think that. But you find like so much weight towards it because you're Muslim.
I definitely think it affects it. I'm not gonna deny it and be like, oh yeah, if I was.
That's not objective. That's not objective.
Well, it's close to my personal heart. It's close to my people. But
right,
I will say,
subjective. It's fine.
Sure, but if I were to interview Benjamin Netanyahu, am I gonna show up with a gun and like try to kill the guy or like be like?
I don't think you would want to kill anybody.
No, but I know. But would I be cursing him out? No, I would have a conversation with him, but I would hold him accountable. There's a way to.
And
ask
I agree.
questions.
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying I agree with you. What I'm saying is like how you talk about PBD or how you talk about certain people. It's because of one thing.
It's because, well, hold on a second. If you interview a war criminal and you basically, you try to play both sides, you try to act like you're asking the right questions. It's like a facade. It's like you're being dishonest. Either, like, what's your stand? What do you think about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if PBD's not a journalist, right? So he can tell us what he thinks about it. Mm-hmm. And he made it in a way where he basically gave Benjamin Netanyahu a platform to spread propaganda.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
So I lose a lot of respect for somebody who will cater to that. I think a person...
But it outweighs everything to you. To you, it outweighs everything. There's so many more topics in the world, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying like you got... I know there's a lot of more topics, but PBD's been wrong recently on a lot of things. I don't...
In regards to?
In regards to political things as well. Like because, you know, there was a time where he thought Ron DeSantis... Mm-hmm. I might be wrong about this, but within the Republican primary, mm-hmm. when I was seeing PBD and all his boys and stuff, like I just disagreed with a lot of stuff he had to say. But this is just a cherry on top. I'm like, okay, the guy doesn't have balls, in my opinion. If Tucker Carlson can ask these questions, why can't you do it? I don't understand. Like, what's this fear of Israel?
It's not a fear of Israel.
It is a fear of Israel. What is it?
It's not Israel.
So why are they so shy to talk about it? Say anything. Charlie Kirk, why is he so pro-Israel?
Benjamin Netanyahu would not have gone on PBD if he asked those crazy questions.
Well, okay, let's say you're an objective journalist. Benjamin Netanyahu...
I don't think he's an objective journalist.
Okay, Benjamin Netanyahu doesn't speak to journalists, period. You know that,
yeah.
Right? He doesn't speak to anybody.
I know.
He only does propaganda.
But as an entertainer, as a media company, don't you want that?
Sure.
Don't you want him to come on?
Okay, come on. I'm not saying not interview Benjamin Netanyahu. I never said that.
Right, but what I'm saying is he would not have...
Okay, you can.
Gone on.
You don't even need to be you don't need to interview him like Piers Morgan. Just ask him basic questions and hold him accountable for some of the stuff. That's all I'm asking.
Right, but do you think Benjamin Netanyahu would have went on if it wasn't set questions in place? I don't think he would.
Hold on a second. So Benjamin Netanyahu was there, right? Mm-hmm. You talk. Okay, I'll ask you a set amount of questions, but I also want to ask my stuff. Negotiate.
I don't think he would have won
If you're
on.
a good sales guy, okay, find a way to compromise. If
I don't think
PBD
he
is
would've
this
won on.
amazing businessman, an amazing negotiator, why can't he negotiate with Benjamin Netanyahu? Negotiate. Find me a
Brother,
place.
are you kidding me right now?
I'm not kidding you right now.
You
can
come
negotiate.
on, bro. No,
Nelk
you
Boys,
cannot.
literally, Nelk Boys got pre-written questions from his team.
Of course.
So why don't you have a boss to ask one question? Like, ask me, hold him accountable for one thing. Come on. Like, the thing is, why am I listening to your podcast?
I understand where you're coming
Yeah.
from. I agree with you, but I'm trying to think you're thinking of it from one perspective. You got to think of it from a.
No, I am thinking of it from multiple. Okay, fine.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm saying this is such a critical issue. If you're interviewing a world leader, you have to hold him accountable for some things. I'm not saying curse him out, be antagonistic, be like, why are you committing a genocide? I'm not saying start off like that. I'm saying build up to it, ask questions that are important and necessary.
I agree.
That he did
I don't
not
think
do
Benjamin would have went on though. That's my whole point.
And
he's trying to think of it for his business. That's what he's trying to think. Okay, this will produce a certain amount of clicks, certain amount of numbers. Okay, maybe I can, jump around questions, and then my business can do better because of it.
So then why should people go listen to him? Like, well, he doesn't have integrity.
Maybe they shouldn't listen to the Benjamin interview, but PBD doesn't only produce bad content. He produces pretty good content overall.
Sure. Your argument is, am I like canceling a person for? No, I'm just saying my judgment of them has changed. Like, if I view of a person is a certain way, if my view of a person is a certain way, after this, I'm like, okay.
I know. I think a lot of people are like you, bro, and I disagree with that.
But the
completely.
thing is, they're so compromised. Like, why Israel though? You will talk your mind about everything, but not Israel. Why not?
It's not about that.
It is something about that. It is though. It is the Israel topic.
He wouldn't have come. True. He wouldn't have come on.
No,
the pod.
I get that.
That's the whole reason. That's the whole reason.
I get what you're saying. 100%. Sure, he wouldn't have come on. I get it. But why are they quiet on this one topic? Like Charlie Kirk, what he says, right, about wokeness and like how colleges are weaponizing wokeness. But everything you say against Israel is anti-Semitic. It's like that's a woke argument. PBD woke argument. Like, why are they quiet on Israel? That's my concern. It's like
they're not quiet.
They are.
They want him on only because it's the trending topic.
Forget about the interview. I understand why they had him on, and I understand that. I'm just saying in general. The reason why you asked me, why are you so hell-bent on this issue? It's like, why are they quiet on Israel? It doesn't make sense. Tucker Carlson's views make sense. It adds up, right? His anti-woke arguments, his argument that, not everything is anti-Semitic. It adds up. Charlie Kirk doesn't add up. PBD doesn't add up. What's going on here? That's my thing. I'm like wary. Like, is Israel giving you money? Is the government of Israel?
No, bro, come on.
Hold on a second.
No. That's come on, dude. You're framing a situation.
Hold on.
You can't. That's defamation, bro. Come on, don't say that.
Hold on a second. I'm asking the question. I'm not saying Israel is. I'm saying, is Israel giving you money? Is Israel giving Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA money for propaganda purposes? AIPAC gives politicians money to people. Why are they so quiet? It's definitely not giving money to Tucker Carlson. I can tell you that much. Because the man speaks his mind. It's not giving money to Candace Owens. I'm saying, if you're going to be a political commentator, have views that make sense and add up. If there's like a big gap, I'm like, what's going on? Who's filling that gap?
No, bro. I think
why does everything PBD says on wokeness make sense? But when it comes to Israel, he's like, well, both sides. You got to look at both sides. It doesn't make sense.
I think people are onions, bro. And they have different layers to them, and people can have different opinions. That's my whether I agree or disagree.
Agreed.
But that's my opinion.
But some people are cowards and some people are actually brave.
I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying. PBD is a coward in my opinion. He's a coward.
That's crazy to say,
it's a coward,
bro.
It doesn't take much to show your cards, bro.
No,
come on.
I disagree with that.
I agree with that.
I know. You're the one saying it.
That's my whole thing on the Israel-Palestine thing. I can just see who's a real coward and who actually has the depth and bravery to speak out about something. Because there's only a handful of topics in the world where you can speak your mind.
You can speak your mind on anything you want, bro.
Not when you have personal interests involved. That's the thing about politicians, right? They can speak about everything, but there's some things that they can't really speak about. And that's the stuff that makes you a true brave person. Like, you have the balls to speak the truth.
Yeah, but what if they genuinely agree with it?
Agree with what?
Like, I'm not saying PBD or whoever. Whoever. What if they genuinely agree with what Israel's doing? I'm sure they're a bad person, but you can't say they're a coward because they agree.
No. Hold on a second. You can be pro-Israel for sure. You can be pro-Israel.
You can be pro-genocide. You can be.
okay, if you're pro-genocide, you're objectively a bad person.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're a good person.
Yeah.
But you have to at least respect it. Like,
No,
that's what
I
they
don't have
say.
to respect it. I don't have to respect you being pro-genocide. Absolutely not.
You can. You can respect it.
No, I don't respect
At
that.
least they're being real.
Come on now. No.
Yeah, of course. At least they're being honest. They're truthful.
But I don't have to
At least they're not a coward. You can be a coward and be pro-genocide and say, hey, it's wrong. A lot of people in America are, for sure.
Hold on a second. No, if you're pro-genocide, I'm not respecting you as a person.
I'm not saying that. Well,
you just said that.
No,
Or
I'm
am I
not.
misunderstanding? What are you saying?
You're
What's your
misunderstanding
point?
what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you're faking it, pretty much what I'm saying is, if you're faking something, that's a coward, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But if you're being real with it, yeah, you can respect that their honesty, their truth. 100%.
Let me understand what you're saying. You're saying, here's a person
Yes.
who doesn't really believe what's happening in Gaza is a genocide, but they're just saying it for the sake of saying it. Right?
That's a coward, yes.
That's a coward. Agreed. And you're saying a person who actually believes that, yeah, it is a genocide, what Israel is doing, but it's good.
No.
What are you saying then?
I'm saying that they agree with what's happening. Yeah, maybe. Okay, yeah,
That's what you're saying,
yeah.
basically.
Yeah,
They're
it's a
agreeing.
genocide, and I like that that's happening. That's what I'm saying.
That's what some Israelis believe
Some
that.
people believe that.
Yeah, some really far-right
And I can be
Israelis.
like, okay, at least they're speaking their truth.
But that doesn't mean I have to respect them as a person.
I'm not
or their
saying that, but
opinion.
you can respect that they're being honest. No? You can't respect that
Bro,
somebody's
you're
being honest?
saying... Hold on. Come on. Okay, let's
I'm
really put this
being
in
real.
perspective. No, I understand what you're saying. You're coming from a place of authenticity. I don't think you're understanding your own point. What you're saying means... Hold on. I'm gaslighting you, but
Yes,
what
you
you really mean is you're saying a person goes outside and says, I'm a murderer. I did it. I'm a murderer.
Yeah, it's called pleading guilty.
Yeah, I'm a murderer.
Yes.
But the thing is, the murderer in this case, they don't think what they're doing is wrong. They think it's right.
Okay.
And you're saying to respect the fact that they believe what they're doing is
They're
right.
a sick person, but at least they're owning it. Yes.
So respect that.
You can respect truth. You can take
But they're
truth
not
away
admitting
from a
that they're
person.
guilty. That the thing is, they're not saying they're guilty.
Saying I'm committing genocide is admitting you're
No,
guilty.
but they're saying it's the right thing to do. That's what they're saying. So it's not guilt.
That is guilt. Guilt has nothing to do
this is
whether
why,
it's
like,
right or
whenever I
wrong.
have philosophical arguments with you, you don't understand what you're saying. You don't
Are
understand.
you kidding me right now? No, bro, you're so tainted with your subjective look
No.
that you think like this. At least I'm objective, bro. I'm being objective. I disagree. I disagree with what's happening over there.
Yeah.
But at least I can say, hey, if Netanyahu if he admitted, hey, it's a fucking genocide, we are killing their people, and he can say, I know he doesn't say that, but if he can say that, and that I can respect that. 100%, I can respect his honesty.
Okay, come on. That doesn't make any sense.
Yes, it does.
Respect?
If he's being honest with something, I can say at least he's being honest with it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I respect him as a human being.
Okay, at least he's being honest, but yeah, he's killing innocent people.
Bro, you're tainting this completely. See, you're taking something else I didn't say, and you're combining it with something I'm saying.
How am I doing that?
All I'm saying is the semantics of it. If somebody's saying, hey, there's a genocide happening, and I agree with this genocide, and you're saying, oh, they're a terrible person. Yeah, fucking they're a terrible person, but at least they're saying what they feel. That's all I'm saying. And I can respect that somebody says what they feel, whether it's right or wrong. Lying is way worse to me than lying to me is way worse to me than telling the truth of something that's wrong.
Okay, so in this case, Benjamin Netanyahu is lying.
He's lying. He was a poor example, yes. Yeah. Okay, I'm just saying anybody. If fucking Joe Schmo saying that genocide isn't happening, but inside they believe a genocide's happening, that's a coward. But if they believe genocide is happening, they're saying, hey, genocide is happening, that's not a coward to me.
But that is a coward because he's admitting it. I think it's.
Oh my God! See, you are so lost, bro.
Hold on a second.
No, bro, you want to attack me and gaslight me.
Hold on a second. I'm gaslighting you, but I'm not attacking you.
That gaslighting is attacking.
Hold on. So the person is saying it's a genocide, and I love it. You would have more respect for him
because at least they're admitting it.
But
at least they're admitting it.
It doesn't, but the thing is, it's the same example. The moral criteria is actually worse because they're actually proud of the evil they're doing.
Yeah.
So if Hitler came up to you and said, I'm doing a Holocaust, buddy.
He did.
Yeah, I'm admitting I'm killing the Jews. You would respect the honesty that he spoke with.
The honesty, of course. Because you can hide something from everybody and keep lying. And
but if you just
you're deceiving everybody.
So you could basically secretly kill people. But if you openly do it, you'll have more respect.
I believe words are extremely powerful. And if you say your truth, I think it earns you more respect than doing something and just lying to everybody about you doing it.
But you're forgetting.
100%.
Why do people lie?
Because they know it's wrong.
No, but there's another reason why.
Go ahead.
Because they don't want to deal with the consequences. They're lying.
The consequence is going to be there either way.
No, it's not.
Because the genocide's happening either way.
Sure, but the thing is Benjamin Netanyahu is going to be personally held accountable if it's not a genocide? No.
Yes, now, it would be the exact same thing.
No. Right now, okay, hold on a second.
It would be the exact same
thing.
There's
arrest warrants for Benjamin Netanyahu because the ICC has convicted him of war crimes.
Okay, yeah.
So, but he says he didn't do it.
Okay.
If he said he did it.
Oh, if he said, hey, I did it, come get me. Who's going to come get him? Who the fuck's going to go get him? If somebody goes and get him, the U.S. is going to step in.
No, if Benjamin Netanyahu were to publicly say, I'm committing a genocide, the United States would try to remove him and say, no, he's not committing a genocide. That's how deeply paid for the United States government is by pro-Israeli groups. They would literally try to gaslight Benjamin Netanyahu and say, no, you're not doing a genocide. What are you trying to say? What you're saying actually makes no sense to me. I get your whole objectivity, like moral compass, but if somebody's telling me I'm doing murder, look at me. I'm not lying about it, but I'm still doing murder. I'm like,
I'm not saying you have to respect them. That's where you're confusing.
You just said
things.
You have to respect the act of them being honest.
The act of them being honest. I'm not saying you have to respect what they're doing.
Honesty has no value. It has honesty.
That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
How is that my opinion?
Because honesty has a lot of value to me.
Hold on a second.
I'd rather have an honest person in my corner, even if they're doing bad, than a liar that's doing good.
Honesty has value, whether you value it or not. It's an objective thing. Somebody saying that they let me just explain my positions. I'm saying somebody says I killed everybody, I did it, versus somebody who does kill everybody says I didn't do it. They're both cowards. They're both. But you're saying the person who's saying I did it is a little better than the person who's hiding about it because he's saying at least he's being honest about it. 100%. In my opinion, doesn't mean shit because they're both doing the same thing. The person that's lying about it, sure, like. They're not admitting to it, but the person who's admitting to it is even more crazy because they're like, yeah, I'm doing it.
They're a real human at least. They're a fucking real human.
They're saying, I'm going to continue doing it. I'm going to continue killing it. That's real humanity.
Because that's their fucking truth, bro. That's their truth.
Their truth is just being a bad, evil person.
Yes. But there are evil people in this world, man. Sorry to tell you.
So you would respect that person more than the person who was lying about
100%. Because evil is objective. Evil is real. And if somebody's able to say, hey, I'm an evil person, that gives everybody else the clarity. It gives everybody else the real truth. This person is evil.
But hold on a second.
Because there's a lot of people that actually believe there isn't a genocide happening because he's lying about it. Do you not get what I'm saying?
But he's not. This person doesn't actually believe they're evil. They think they're doing the right thing.
Right. That's the lie. That's why I don't respect that.
So it's by your standard, nobody can ever tell the honest truth about it unless they're actually mentally retarded or lunatic.
It's not being retarded.
Who in the history of the world has said, I'm evil, what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm going to continue doing it? Who has said that?
Fucking Hitler. Are you kidding me?
Hitler never thought it was wrong, though. He thought what he was doing was the right thing to do.
No, but he admitted he's killing all the Jews.
But he
That's
said,
objective.
But he was lying about what he was doing because he said it was doing it for the purpose of the Aryan race, and what he was doing was the right thing to do. So there's no.
Yeah, that's fine. I never said it's the wrong thing to do. I never said it's the wrong. They should say it's the wrong thing to do.
No, hold on a second. But what you're saying has never literally happened in the history of the world. I'm very few examples.
Are you kidding me?
People never say what I'm doing is evil. I'm a bad person. Unless they're retarded. They're not emperors.
Bro, what are you talking about? What are you talking about right now?
They always think it's the right thing.
That's fine.
They're lying about it though.
How are they lying?
Because they think it's the right thing to do. What they're doing.
What if they really do believe it's the right thing to do? There are fucking evil people. Evil people. You think evil people think they're gonna do bad things and say it's the right thing? It's the wrong thing to do.
What's your point? Your point about hold on.
My point is truth, honesty.
Okay.
This is what bugs me, bro. This is really what bugs me. You go out and you say all these things, but you won't take into consideration anything else. I keep saying this. Anything else people do. And then you will let everything else taint your vision of them. And that's wrong.
Hold on a second. On this issue, Israel and Palestine, I truly believe it's one of those issues where, yes, my image of you will be tainted if you deny basic facts. And I think it's
wrong. That's my opinion. I think it's wrong.
Okay, and we can disagree on that.
Right.
Do I think that somebody is just a horrible person for disagreeing with me? Not necessarily. No. But I do wonder, why are you denying basic truths in reality? Why is your perspective so demented in a way where you're literally denying the starvation of kids and women?
Who the fuck's did PBD deny it?
PBD
did Nelk deny it? Did they deny it?
They're denying.
They did not deny it. You see, you're trying to frame it right now.
Hold
You're
on
trying
a
to
sec-
think.
no,
It's
no.
a yes or no question. It's a yes or no. Don't frame anything. Yes or no. Did they deny it in the interviews?
Yes.
No, they did not.
They did. Hold on a second.
Did Kyle from Nelk say, hey, they're actually not killing anybody in Israel or in Gaza? He didn't say that.
But what did Benjamin Netanyahu say? He said, no, it's Hamas. We don't do it. We don't block the aid. It's Hamas.
Did Kyle agree? Did he say, yeah, you're right? No, bro.
He didn't say anything, though.
Exactly. So don't say, oh, they're denying this bet. Dude, they're playing a political game.
Silence is complicity, though.
Oh, my God.
Silence is complicity. Your original argument actually made sense. You were saying, don't judge PBD just based off of this issue because he has said stuff that was right about other issues. Sure, I'll give you that. Fine. But you can't say that a person who is evil and just saying, yeah, what I'm doing is right, is actually a better person than somebody who's lying about it.
Yes, you
because
can.
Because they're both doing the same. They're both lying.
Can.
They're both lying.
They're not lying. They're not lying.
They are lying.
See, that's where your vision's tainted. You think just because something is bad, the bad person's going to believe it's bad. A bad person can believe killing is good.
Agreed.
That's not lying. That is living their truth.
But it doesn't change the reality of what they're doing.
Dude.
It doesn't change the reality of what's happening.
Of course.
They're both bad people.
Of course. Yeah. I never said they were a good person. All I said was, if they're saying their truth, I respect that they're at least saying it. Because it gives everybody else the truth.
But, okay, sure. Fine.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold on a second. Sure, if I'm still disagree with that assertion, in my opinion, because I don't think respect in that case has any value because what they're doing is so atrocious. Sure, but the act of how you said it, you were honest to what you were saying. It's like, what is that?
Did I ever see, bro? You're framing things again. Stop framing things. Stop framing things. You're adding all this emotion. Oh, you're this wonderful person because
no.
That's what. Look at your voice. What you did right now. Look what you did right now.
Hold on. You're saying a person who's committing genocide, as long as they believe what they're doing is right, and they're admitting to genocide. How can you admit to genocide and believe it's the right thing to do unless you're mentally lunatic? That's where I don't understand your perspective.
Period. They're evil. Evil is a real thing. There is the God and there is the devil. The devil can get into you.
I understand, but that's why it doesn't make sense. Okay, I'm really confused on your stance. Because I don't think you realize what you're saying. And I don't realize
I
what I'm saying.
100% realize what I'm saying. Don't tell me that. I get what I'm saying.
Benjamin Netanyahu is committing a genocide. Let's say he does believe it's a genocide. Right? Okay. He does believe it is a genocide. And he comes out tomorrow and says publicly, what I'm doing is a genocide, but I think it's necessary.
Okay.
You would respect him for saying the truth.
At least he's saying it.
At least he's saying it and admitting to it.
That's all I'm saying. At least he's saying it. Rather than lying. Dude, there's so many people in this world right now believe it's not a genocide just because Benjamin Netanyahu is saying it's not a genocide. But if he said yes, it's a genocide, maybe some people will be like, wait, is that the right thing to do actually? Because the truth is out. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, the truth still wouldn't change because his point would be it's necessary.
So what? So what? That doesn't mean anything.
So
if he turns a 180, right? He turns a 180 pretty much. Goes from lying to telling the truth. Okay? If he turns from lying to telling the truth, that completely changes the dynamics of how everybody believes in him and trusts him.
But the thing is, if he were to do that, he would be lying in a way, because how can you flip 180 in a span of 24 hours?
We're in a hypothetical world.
Let's not use him as an example. But I'm just saying, any person. The thing is, what I'm worried about is the action is still the same. Sure, the act of him saying the truth.
And I agree with you. I never disagreed with that. But
going back to PBD, the reason why I'm judging him for it is like a person should have consistent moral opinions. If you have a big gap, it makes me wonder, why are you so scared to speak your mind about this?
But that's your opinion that it's a moral gap. That's an opinion.
Okay, that can be
and
an
he
opinion.
also never. I haven't seen the podcast, but I guarantee just by knowing him and his content, he never went out and said, "Oh, these people aren't actually being killed. These people aren't actually starving."
I'm just saying he finds a way to both sides of the issue. He's not calling out what's actually happening. Why? Why isn't he calling out what's happening?
And I said earlier, because it's a business move. Yes.
Okay. So
whether it's right or wrong.
Well, so then I have the right to lose respect for him because of this. Because this issue is close to my heart. And in my opinion, I use it as a moral compass for people in this day and age to see, where are your interests lying? Are you bought and paid for by the pro-Israeli lobby? That's what makes me question about it. Yeah, 100%. You can have a take on the issue. You can be pro-Israel, sure, but don't be like both siding the issue. There's no both sides. We've tried the both sides situation. It hasn't really worked out in the conflict in the region. We'll use this issue as a moral compass. And I think if you have a podcast, you should interview people to the best of your ability in an objective way.
I don't even say anything anymore, dude. I'm not gonna keep arguing about this.
Okay, man.
You're extremely subjective, bro. You're extremely
I am subjective, but I think
that's not a good trait for an interviewer either.
But the Gaza issue is an objective issue, in my opinion. It's objectively a genocide. Okay, but if somebody denies the reality,
you can't judge somebody. I don't want to keep going, bro, but you can't judge somebody's character because of one thing. You can't do that, bro. You just can't do that.
Yeah, but that one thing is like life and death. You can, in my opinion. That's this issue of the day. I'm telling you.
That's an extremist view. Yeah, that's an extremist view.
I don't think it's an extremist view. I think it's a normal view to have.
It's an extremist view to judge somebody completely because of somebody that they interviewed and the questions that you wanted them to ask and they didn't ask. That's not right. You wanted them to ask certain questions that they didn't ask.
Not just that, it's the way he did the interview. He basically came off as a fugazi. He was basically gave a platform to Benjamin Netanyahu for propaganda.
I know you keep saying this.
But that's what he did, and I will.
Anybody Benjamin is gonna have on is not gonna be what you want. Anybody that has Benjamin on.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're all bullshitters.
So they're all bullshitters. Who's all bullshitters?
They're all fugazis. They're all frauds.
No. Hold on a second. If Benjamin Netanyahu agrees to your interview, you can, if you truly care about the issue, you can ask the right questions. Not asking to ask my question, just hold him accountable for something. And you're right. Benjamin Netanyahu wouldn't go on these interviews. So maybe the right question is, should you even interview Benjamin Netanyahu?
Better question. Thank you. Better question.
Should you even interview
That's a better question. Okay, I can agree with that.
Yeah. I'm not saying to censor the guy, but I'm like, if he's just going to keep talking his bullshit and he's not going to come on legitimate platform, is it even worth interviewing?
That's a better question. I have no argument there.
So yeah. Why would PBD interview Benjamin Netanyahu and not hold him accountable for anything? That's the thing, right? He could have chosen not to interview him.
See, now I disagree with this. It's fine, bro. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's just end this.
All right, man. Any last words?
No, bro. I'm done.
I stand by what I stand by.